So I think work's going to have a bit of a problem tomorrow, in the sense of you've got someone at 6 o'clock starting tomorrow as they would, finishing at 1:45. Then there's me starting at 7, finishing at 2:45. So it's basically the same shift. I just start an hour later. And well, the idea is that there is no other person after me in the cafe when I finish. Like, yeah. Not an 11 o'clock starter. Well, actually no. There's a 7 till 11 person tomorrow. But once I finish, there is no more people in that cafe whatsoever until the next day. And this is kind of why I want out, really, because, well, you can kind of get why. I mean, people are getting scheduled and then just no one in. So literally it's going to get to the point where when it gets to 2:45, I'm going to be like, well, I finished, I've done my shift, I'm going to go home. And then they're like, oh well, what do you do there then? You've got no more cafe staff in, so you've got to have people from different departments coming in to run the department that's not theirs. I mean, yeah. And if they're like, oh, can you stay till 7? I'd be like, well, this is too much of a fuck up. There's too much fuckery. Like, I come in to do my shifts, and at that best, I suppose, yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens tomorrow, because that's it. People have been like, oh, Jamie's here this afternoon, and I'm like, yeah, for 10 more minutes. I'm like, what do you mean? And I said, I finish at like 1:15 or like 1:15, and like, they're looking and I'm like, oh shit, he does. So you've got a cafe manager that's not been in for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And I saw an inkling of the cafe manager bossing the cleaners around it warehouse. I'm like, and that, bearing in mind, is at 7 o'clock in the morning when the person was on a day off. Like, huh? On my day off at 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm in bed. Not bossing around cleaners. That's not even my own department. But how strange, how weird. But what I did get told was today, or either like today for like the next week or so, is that there will be little one-to-one talks with the cafe lot as to things that are going to change. And things do need to change, because the thing is, you can't run a cafe with people that can't be arsed to turn up, and staff that are off all the time. I thought rather than book time off for me days and to go somewhere, I'll just go on a day off somewhere on my day off. Kinda don't really want to do too much with the dogs, because I did a 4-mile walk with them right early this morning before we had a big load of rain, and it pretty much carried on until like 2 o'clock, and it's now kind of like this. So really, even if I did like a 2-mile walk, which is a bit short compared to before, I've done like what, 6 and a bit miles of walking. Which isn't bad actually. See what happens tomorrow. I'll be like, oh, you know, by the way, when it gets to 2:45, there's no more cafe members in cafe. Now if they know, they know. But it's going to be a bit of a wake-up call if they don't know. Because they'll be like, oh well, we did know, or they didn't know. And I'm like, well, I ain't staying till 7. I'm not doing a 7-7. Not doing closes all the time. It's nice to just do earlies. It's nice just to do that. But yeah, cafe manager that's not in the cafe for like 2 straight weeks. You can kind of tell something's wrong with that. And you don't even have to be disabled to know that. Oi. Oh. Anyway, let's see how things go tomorrow then, shall we? So thanks for watching for now, and goodbye.